Yes. So the next topic, what we are discussing now, what we are going to discuss, that is what we call potentiometer. So let us understand a little bit information related to potentiometer. Then we go. So potentiometer is a device which work on the basis of null point method. Okay, without drawing a current, it is going to measure the potential difference between any 2 points. Okay, this potentiometer usually containing 4 wires or six wires or sometimes 10 wires. Each wire is having a length of how much? 100 centimeter or 1 meter. That. So usually we encounter with a potentiometer of 4 wire means a length of how much? 400 centimeter or 4 meter. Okay, they are connected. So here we need to understand what is a primary circuit, what is secondary circuit. First thing. So let us understand the point A, and there is a potentiometer wire. Let us take this as it is of length. How much is that? 4 wire it is. 400 meter is that. 400 centimeter is that. So it is a point. We are going to connect a battery. This is what we call main battery or auxiliary battery or driving battery. Okay, this is what we call main battery. Let's say EMF is how much? Main battery of EMF. And this is connected to what now? A plug key. And there is a rheostat. And this is connected to where now? Point B. To the point B, we are connected. So this is what battery? Main battery or driving battery or auxiliary battery. Or this entire circuit is what we call now primary circuit. Okay, that is a primary circuit. So now I'm going to connect a secondary circuit. Let me connect with a different color. Yes, I'm going to connect secondary circuit here with some other battery of EMF, let's say E, small e, like this. And this is connected to what now? This is connected to a galvanometer, and then connected to where now? To the jockey, let's say J. So now we are going to work on what basis method? Null method, null point method. Means null point means where galvanometer will show zero deflection. So that length is what we call now this length, balancing length, let's say L, for this battery. And of course, sometimes we connect this battery here with what now? An external resistor or again to this. We are going to connect. We are going to use in a circuit. Now look at here. Here, this is a rheostat. This is a plug key. And here, if you want, you can use one more plug key somewhere here. Okay, so you can use one more plug key. And one thing you need to remember. So for potentiometer, the EMF of a main battery or auxiliary battery must be greater than EMF of any other battery in the circuit. That one thing you need to remember, then only you get a balancing point. If not, you will never get a balancing point. Okay, that's the one thing. And here RH is then having some resistance, right? And it is what we call variable resistor that is in series with a main battery. That is in series with what now? Main battery. Here, the principle what it says actually, as per Ohm's law, we know V equal to, yes, please tell me. Can I go a little slow? Yes, Neeraj, loudly. My voice is audible and clear, right? It is, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You want me to go a little slow? Lowering my
No,
speed? Yes. Okay. Okay. So as we know Ohm's law, right? V is equal to I times of R. Correct? Where R is what, students? R is rho L by A. So I'm going to insert here I into R is become rho L by A. For a given battery, current is constant, resistivity is constant, area is constant. So I can write V proportional to L, where or else we can write like this: V equal to phi times of L, where phi we call potential gradient. I'll tell you that one, I rho by A. Okay, so this V by L, okay, is become what now? Phi, which is what now? Constant quantity. So this constant quantity what we call potential gradient, PG. Okay, it's not paying guest, it is potential gradient, PG. So that's what principle of potentiometer means: potential drop across any portion of the conductor, that is potentiometer wire, is directly proportional to its length. Now here, one more thing I want to say you. That thing is what? Look at from A to J, there is some potential drop is there. So it is in parallel with EMF, right? And parallel with R, right? So potential drop remains same in the case of what? Parallel combination. That also you should remember. Okay, this is about this. And there are two applications are there. What are those two applications of potentiometer? Okay, applications of potentiometer, what are those? So there are two applications. First application, determining what now? Internal resistance of a given cell. Second application, comparison of EMF of two cells. So in the case of comparison of EMF of two cells, what we do? We connect two cells. In the place of R, I'm going to connect what now? One more cell. And here we're going to connect what now? Two-way plug key. So here we're going to connect what now? Two-way plug key we are going to connect. That case, we are going to compare E1 by E2 equal to L1 by L2. We get one thing. And when the case of determining what now? Internal resistance of a given cell, we get what formula? We get a formula. Second application as internal resistance R equal to, it will be L1 minus L2 by L2 times of R. So these things you said already in the case of what? No theory. Okay. So this is the topic you need to remember. You need to recap it. So along with this, while solving a numerical, if I find anything new, I'm going to tell you when I'm solving a numerical. Okay. With this idea about potentiometer, so we're going to find now how this name potentiometer came. See, by measuring length, we are going to measure potential. So that's the reason we call potentiometer. So it is a potential meter it is. Okay. So let us come back to the questions now. Question is what says? The EMF of a battery A is balanced by the length of 80 centimeter on a potentiometer wire. The EMF of a standard cell is 1 volt balanced by 50 centimeter. Okay, then what is the EMF out by A? Okay, so it is just like what now? Comparison of EMF of two cells now. For first battery, there is a 80 centimeter. For second cell, there is a 50 centimeter. Now we need to find what now? What is the EMF of what now? Other cell. So it is as simple as like this question. So we're going to have now. So same this formula we're going to use now. So it will be E1 by E2 equal to L1 by L2. First battery they given A. So this is E1. First length, what for? L1. Second battery, this is what we call students E2. This is L2. So we want to find out what now? E1 we need to find out. So I'm going to write here with implies E1 equal to L1 by L2 into what now? E2. L1 is how much students? 80 divided by, it is how much now? 50 into E2 is how much now? 1 volt. That already given in the question. So it will become what now? 8 by 5. So what is the power of 8 by 5? It will be 1.6 volts. That's the answer. Where is the option, sir? Fourth option. Okay. It is just related to what now? Secondary circuit question it is. So this portion only it is. They didn't even mention anywhere in the question of the primary. They didn't even talk about that. Okay. It is only related to what now? Secondary circuit. So comparison of EMF of two cells. Okay. That's the question is clear. So let us move on to what now? Let us move on to next question now. Yes. Question number, okay, question. The balancing length of a potentiometer wire, okay, 800 centimeter and 600 centimeter when two cells of EMF E1 and E2 connected in a secondary circuit, first in series, okay, then terminals of one cell is reversed. See, first in series means series combination of cells, and then terminal of one cell is reversed. Initially, how they connected? Like this E1 plus E2. Because two cells. And second case, one terminal reverse means what the thing we need to take? E1 minus E2 you should take. E1 minus E2 you should take. So they're asking the value of what now? E1 by E2 is how much? That we need to find out. Now, when we get E1 plus E2, it is proportional to what now? Length of how much? 800 centimeter. When the reversed, it will be proportional to how much now? 600 centimeter. Then the take a ratio of those two sets. So it will become what now? E1 plus E2 divided by E1 minus E2 equal to, can I write directly 8 by 6? Or it will be 4 by 3. Okay, so do cross multiplication. 3 E1 plus 3 E2 equal to 4E1 minus 4E2. I'm going to make E1 on one side or E2 on another side. So it will be 3E2, 4E2. It will become what now? 7E2. That is equal to 4E1. It will go that side. It will become just E1. So now 7 equal to what we get now? E1 by E2. So what is the answer? 7. There is no option 7. So you can write E1 as what now? 7 by 1. That's the answer. So what is the answer now? 7 by 1. That is the correct answer for this question. Simple thing it is, sir. Understanding, right? No issues? Yes. Look at the next question now. The question is asking about what, sir? The ratio of potential gradient is 1:2. So what they're asking, the ratio of potential gradient, they're asking 1:2. So what is the potential gradient? Either you take K or phi. Phi equal to potential drop per unit length. Ratio of potential gradient they're asking. So it will be what now? Phi 1 will be V1 by L1 and phi 2 will be what, sir? V2 by L2. So it is ratio of potential gradient means phi 1 by phi 2. Okay, let us go for next question, part of the question. The resistance of two potentiometer wire of same length. So here what has become now? L1 become equal to L2, no sir? The given what, no sir? Same length. The resistance of two potentiometer wires of same length having what resistance? 2 ohm and 4 ohm respectively. And the current flowing through them are in the ratio of, we need to find out current ratio now. What we need to find out, sir? We need to find out the ratio of current we need to find out. So we know from Ohm's law, V equal to I into R, then I equal to V by R. Correct it is? Okay, let us come back to this potential gradient ratio. That is how much is given? 1 by 2. That we are doing same length. It will become what now? V1 by L1 into L2 by V2. Since length is same, it is going to cancel. This will become V1 by V2. So now I can write V1 by V2 equal to what, sir? Now 1 by 2. Now from this, we need to find what now? We need to find out current ratio. Okay, so current ratio is what now? I1 by I2. I1 by I2 is what now? V1 by R1 divided by V2 by R2. So it will become what now? V1 by R1 into R2 by V1 because they are inversely related to each other. So now we are going to write like this. So it is 2. So it is V1 by V2 into R2 by R1. V1 by V2, how much we got? 1 by 2. Into R2 by R1 given, it is R2, it is R1, it will be 4 by 2. So it will become a ratio of what, sir? 1 by 1. Where is the option? Here is an option. Okay, so this is an option. 1:1. Okay, so we use mainly here this formula and these two formulas. Okay, so is the question is understood, sir, to all of you? Let's move on to the next question now. Question number, okay, next question. Okay, now look at the next question now. Simple thing it is. When 6 identical cells of negligible internal resistance, now they are given 6 identical cells. So number of cells I'll write here, n equal to how much? 6. Connected in series combination. in secondary circuit of potentiometer. So I can take effective EMF is equal to 6 times of E because all are identical in nature. Balancing length is L. Okay, so how much they would get balancing length there? Balancing length become 1/3 when some cells are wrongly connected. We don't know how many, some. The number of cells which are connected wrongly, we need to calculate. Let's say, let M be what now? Be number of cells wrongly connected. We don't know. We need to find out that. Okay, we need to find out that. See, it is just like a comparison of EMF of two cells, nothing more than that. Initially, okay, E1 is how much, sir? 6 times of E. We get a balancing length how much, sir? L1, let's say L. E2 is how much, sir? Okay, now some cells are connected wrongly. What is the formula for when the cells are connected wrongly? Effective equal to, that you remember, right? E times of N minus 2M. This formula when we are given to you when I'm doing a series and series combination of cells. N minus 2M times of P. So this is what now? 6 minus 2M times of E. So now new balancing N to become what now? Balancing will become 1/3. 1/3 of what now? Previous one. So it will become L/3 then. Now go for sir comparison now. So it will become E1/E2 equal to what, sir? L1/L2. So E1 is how much? 6 times of E. E2 is how much? 6 minus 2M times of what now? E is equal to L1 is L, L2 is what now, students? L/3. L is going to cancel, E is going to cancel, L is going to cancel. Become 6/6 minus 2M equal to 3. And is going to cancel 2 times. I'm going to continue here now. So it will become what now? 2/6 minus 2M. That is equal to 1. So I'm going to cross multiplication. I'm going to do. So 2 equal to 6 minus 2M. So we want 2M, right? So 2M equal to 4. And with implies M equal to what? 2. So how much we get now? M equal to 2. So that is the answer we are going to get here. So you need to think a little more when you are solving the question. That is clear. Okay, that's clear to all of you now. Yes, let's move on to the next question now. In the question given, a potentiometer experiment. Of course, we are doing potentiometer now. No issue with that. The balancing length with cell is how much we got? 560 centimeter. Correct. So balancing length, let's say sir, L. How much we got, sir? It is 560 centimeter we got. Okay, after getting this, let's say go for next. When an external resistance we are connected, what we are connected? An external resistance, let's say R is how much? 10 ohm. R is how much we are connected? 10 ohm we are connected. In parallel to the cell, balancing length is found to be how much, sir? 60 centimeter. So let's say it is L1. It is like you need to remember the experiment now. So when we are doing experiment, first we find what now? By opening only means by having only primary cell, we are going to find balancing length, and then we are going to find balancing length by connecting even secondary cell, right? By closing second key. So that is what we call L2 now. It is how much, sir? 60 centimeter now. Okay, is it really 60 centimeter? Here we go wrong. Changes by the given. Changes by 60 centimeter means it is what now? L2 is 560 plus what now? Plus or minus. Increased by means you need to go for plus. Now it is given what now? Changes by, you should go for what now, sir? Negative sign you need to go. So it is changes by 60 centimeter means, so minus 60, you get what now? 500 centimeter. Now they are asking what, sir? Internal resistance of a cell. So what is the formula for internal resistance? Just now we are given R equal to what now? L1 by L2 minus 1 into R. Or what I given the formula to you. Okay, you can use L1 minus L2 by L2 multiplied by R. Both are same formulas. Now use L1 is how much is there? Okay, you want first one or second one? Anything is fine. Which one you want? First formula, second formula? Okay, I'll go with the first formula. You can even try with the second formula also, you'll get the same thing. So it will be 560 divided by 500 minus 1 into external resistance, how much? 10. It will be how much? 56 by 50 minus 1 into 100. So I'm leaving this calculation to you people. Can just simplify and they're going to get what answer? 1.2 ohm. So that is an option given here 3. That is what we are going to get now as internal resistance of a given cell. Internal resistance of what now? Internal resistance of a given cell is how much, students? 1.62 ohm. 1.2 ohm. Okay, is that clear? Yes. Look at the next question now. The question is asking us the resistivity of a potentiometer wire. Okay, they're asking what now? Resistivity, they're asking rho. If the area of cross section of a wire is how much? 4 centimeter square. Area is 4 centimeter square. The current flowing through the circuit is how much now, student? I equal to 1 ampere. And the given one more thing, what now? Potential gradient. Potential gradient phi, that is 7.5 volt per meter. This is what they are given to us. Now we need to find what now? We need to find resistivity. Now we are using this formulas. Do you remember or I don't know exactly? V is equal to I times of R. When I took this one, where R is equal to what? Rho L by A. So we're going to insert V equal to rho L by A multiplied by I. Area is given, is given. So L I'm going to send this side. It will become what now? It will become what now? It will become V by L is equal to rho I by A. Okay, V by L means what now? Potential gradient that is given. V by L means what now? Potential gradient that is given to us. So we can use this formula now. I'm going to write V by L equal to rho I by A. V by L how much? 7.5. We use 7.5 multiplied by rho. I need to find out current is given how much, students? 1 ampere divided by, okay, ampere I'll not write here because it'll be a confusion again. Area 4 centimeter square. 4 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. Yes or no? 4 into 10 power minus 4. Now we want rho. Rho equal to what now? 7.5 into 4 into 10 power minus 4. What do you get? If you multiply these two things, you get what now? 30 into 10 power minus 4. Or you can write like this as what now? 3 into 10 power minus 3 ohm meter. So first option is correct answer. First option is correct answer for this question. So if the question is clear, question number 75. Okay, look at the next question now. Now the question is saying that what now? A potentiometer width of 10 meter length. So there is a potentiometer is wire, and I'll take that as capital L. That is how much length is there? 10 meter is there. And having some resistance, how much it is? 20 ohm. So resistance of the wire is how much? 20 ohm is there. That's clear. Okay. Connected in series with a resistance R ohm. Okay. And a battery of what now? 2 volt. So we are connected in series combination now. Okay. With what now? 2 volt battery and R ohm resistor. A negligible internal resistance that is not given. The potential gradient is given. How much is given potential gradient? 5. 0.16 millivolt per volt per centimeter. Now let us convert this one into 0.16 milli means how much? 10 power minus 3 volt divided by centimeter is then now 10 power minus 2 meter. So it will become what now? 0.16 into 10 power minus 1 volt per meter. So it will become 0.016 volt per meter. So that is the potential gradient is given to us. Okay, as the given here, potential gradient. So let's go for little bit information now. What information we are going to do now? Look at EMF is given 2 volt, and since we need to find out now how much current is going now. We need to find out how much current is going. Okay. Yes, 1 second. Yes, let's find out first how much current is flowing through this. Is it really required current? Okay, so question number okay. Yes. Okay. So what we need to find out then, R is how much we need to find out, means how much resistance we connected in series combination we need to find out. Let's say go for now potential gradient. How much is that? So what is the formula for potential gradient? We know voltage drop per unit length. That is the potential gradient. Voltage drop means what now? Current into resistance. How much is there now? Current into resistance of wire. Okay, this is different R, or let me take R dash. This is R dash, the resistance of wire which is there. So how much it is R dash now? So it is 20 ohm divided by length. How much we are going to get now? 10 meter wire, right? It is a 10 meter wire. Okay, so by using this, okay, this one. Now how much current is flowing through this wire? Like if I take a potentiometer, there must be a current, right? How much current is going? That current is given by what now? Current formula. How much EMF is there? Divide by. So 20 ohm resistor is there. Plus R we connected in series, right? Okay, that is the current which is flowing now. Can I use this here now? It will become phi equal to, this will become 2. 2 times of I means what will become? E divided by 20 plus R. So this I can say now just 2E by 20 plus R. That we are going to check. So E how much is given, sir? EMF of a cell 2 volt they given. That is potential gradient. That is 2 into 2 divided by 20 plus R. Sir, it's very simple idea, but the thing is you need to understand. The thing is like there is a wire, potentiometer wire. To the potentiometer wire, we have connected some resistor in series. So it is series combination. So the series combination effective resistance, how much become? Sum of these two, right? That I have taken here, 20 plus R. So E by 20 plus R will give us current that I am using here. That is what we call potential gradient. So if I continue here, it will become what? A potential gradient phi equal to 4 divided by 20 plus R. 5 we need to know, sir. So how much we got 5? 0.016 I'm going to use here now. So 0.0, okay, not 00, 0.016 equal to 4 divided by 20 plus R. Now we want to find R. Then I can take now 20 plus R equal to 4 divided by 0.016. So then we say R equal to 4 divided by 0.016 minus 20. Okay, it is minus 20. So if we simplify 4 by 0.016, we get 250 minus 20. You get what, sir? 230. That's your answer. Okay, that's your answer. One thing you need to focus here. What? No, this one. How much current is flowing when the current and series combination. So using that current value, we're going to insert where? We're going to insert here. Okay. So here V means what actually? V means current into how much resistance of the wire is there. That resistance of the wire we should take. Okay, R dash means R dash, R means R. We took R dash, so I am going to take R dash. Length means how much length of the wire is there. That will give us potential gradient, right? That is length of the wire, how much we have taken? 10. Okay, that's the question number 76. Look at next question now. This question says now, a potentiometer wire has a wire of 100 centimeter length. So capital L, that is the total length of the wire, 100 centimeter, and its resistance is 10 ohm. So resistance of what now? The potentiometer wire, it is 10 ohm. It is connected in series with 40 ohm resistor. So let's say series resistance RS is how much now? 40 ohm. And a battery of EMF 2 volt. So there is a battery of EMF is how much? 2 volt, and negligible internal resistance means internal resistance is 0. If a source of unknown EMF E is connected in the secondary circuit having a balancing length how much? 40 centimeters. So balancing length how much we get, sir? 40 centimeter. Then the value of V we need to find means in a secondary circuit we connected a cell. The further cell we need to find out what now? EMF is how much is there? That's it is the question is. The question is that they ask me. Now let us find out first how much current is flowing. Simple thing it is, very simple thing. I told you when I'm taking a circuit. If I draw a circuit for this question, a potentiometer wire, a main battery, and their plug key, and a rheostat. Okay, now there is secondary cell connected to what now? Connected to a galvanometer, and there is a balancing length, something we are going to get jockey. It is a main cell, it is a rheostat. Now it is like what now? Its total length is 100. Okay, now simple thing, I want to find the EMF of this cell E. Simple thing, the potential drop across this AJ is same as the potential drop across the cell E, right? Because they are in parallel combination. So that I need to find it. How to get that one? I need to find a potential gradient to find that one. Okay, to find potential gradient, I need to know voltage. How much voltage drop is there? To find voltage, I should know current, how much is there. So I am going to calculate first current now. Okay, that's the way it is connected. So let's say current, how much is there? I'm going to start from here. I equal to EMF of a cell, that EMF of a cell divided by resistance of the wire, and there is a series resistance. We are going to add up those two now. R plus RS. So it has become what now? E, how much it is now? It is given 2. R plus RS, 10 plus 40. It will become 2 by 50. So what is the value of 2 by 50? You're going to get 0.04 ampere. So we got to know current now. When we got to know current, we can calculate the voltage drop across the cell, means across this one. Total wire of the potentiometer, the total potential drop, current into its total resistance. Which resistance? This resistance. Because we are finding potential drop across the wire itself now. So current is 0.04 into resistance 10, it will become 0.4 volt. That is the potential drop across the wire. I want to find the potential gradient. What is the formula for potential gradient? Phi equal to total potential drop by total length. Potential drop how much is 0.4. total length, how much is given? 100 centimeter. 100 centimeter means it is 1 meter. So I'm going to convert to 1 meter. It will become 0.4. That's it. There is no unit for this. Okay, this we connected to what now? 1 meter. Conversion from centimeter to meter. That's we got what now? Potential drop we got. As we got to know potential drop. So EMF is proportional to length. Means EMF of this cell proportional to length, balancing length, right? So if I remove the proportionality constant, EMF is equal to potential gradient multiplied by length. Potential gradient we got to know. Balancing length is given how much, students? 40. So potential gradient 0.4 into 40. It will become 16. Is it really 16? Somewhere I missed something, right? 10 power something. Is there anywhere? 0.04, 04. 0.4, 0.4. Oh, yes. You have missed where, you know, it is given 40 centimeter, no, students? So 40 into 10 power minus 2, 16 into 10 power minus 2. So 16 centimeter, or if you, okay, into 10 power minus 2. Okay, because it was 40 centimeter before, not 16 centimeter, 40 centimeter. So it will become 0.16 volt. And that is EMF of what cell? Always remember this type of questions. You always remember, first find out the current, okay, and then find out the voltage drop. As you find the voltage drop, you need to remember which resistance you need to use here. The resistance of the wire only, not the series resistance. Okay. Then you find the potential drop across the entire wire. That is what potential gradient. So using potential gradient, we are going to have here, since it is a parallel combination, the EMF is proportional to length. That's the reason we call potentiometer. Okay, so because we are going to measure the potential by measuring the length. So I remove proportionality, it is 5. So 5 is what we call potential gradient. So we insert, we find the value. Okay, so that question is clear. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. Yes, we have left with 1 minute, I think. So I request all of you to please rejoin. Okay,